Hi, I'm Kerry from Roamsafe. I'm the owner of the company. These are the two doors that we sell. Matter of fact, these are the Winnebago doors. These ones we sell Jayco and the fifth wheelers. This is a 7mm grill. It's got the smaller diamond, but it's still 7mm heavy duty. This is how you'll find the door when we send it to you. You'll have it fully packed. It's got all the keepers and everything you need for it. All you do is you cut it off and put it on, and the lock's ready to go. This is a stainless door, same principle, exactly same door, only this is a stainless door, which is a lot stronger for kids and dogs. And this is the one we're putting on this van today. I'll just run through it how to measure the door, or if you do order a door, I need you to measure it. First of all, you measure the height and the width of the fly screen door itself, just the full from side to side. And you turn around, measure to the lock, from the bottom of the door to the bottom of the lock, and to the top of any other locks that you've got on here. Some of the doors haven't got this lock up here, so just measure to the top of this one here, and that will give us our measurements. So when you open this door, we get this in the right spot, so you don't get nice and open. You can pick up this measure sheet off the internet. We can fax it to you, or we can mail it to you. So whichever you want to do, that's the best way to order a door. That way there's no mistakes. Okay, we're just going to fit this door. I'll just go through the whole process of fitting the door, so just bear with me. First we're going to undo all the screws on the fly screen door. You've got to keep the screws on the outside of the door, because if you do what I normally do, put them on the inside of the door, it doesn't work real good. Okay, we can chuck that in the bin. On this locking system on the Winnebagos, they've got a little clip here for your deadlock. This one is actually broken off, so what I'm going to do is show you how to get it off. Just grab the back with a pair of pointies. Grab the front with another pair of multi-grips. And just turn him off. And then what you do, in the kit, you'll find the new one for it. All you do is you screw it on. That will clear the door when you put the new door on. The other one normally got a handle that comes out and it hits the door, so you've got to take it off and put the new one on. On the Winnebagos, Jaycos and the fifth wheelers haven't got it. Now I've already put the door on. All you do is just slide it in, and when you get it in there, you just click on the lock on the inside of your panels, and that'll hold it in place while you're doing it. I normally just use a couple of packers. You can use anything, a bit of cardboard. Just put a couple of packers underneath it. Have a look how much room you got at the top, maybe another packer. Just pack it up into place. Just try to centralise it and put a couple of holes in through your hinge. Put a couple of screws in that you took out of the old door. Put them back in. I always put two in so it holds the hinge square. But when you do then you do the top one. Just pull the door over so it's nice and square going up the line there, and just drill them in the centre of the hole. Sometimes the hinge won't stay in place. I'll just get a little packer and put behind the hinge. Pull it over and put it in. Now you've just opened the door up, make sure everything's lining up and working okay. Hop on the inside and make sure where your keeper's going to go, which is about there. There's enough room, there's a little bit of room there for you to have a look at. I'll just hop inside for a second. That's looking good. So now what we do is we finish putting all the screws in. Okay, this is the keeper that we use. It's got a little toggle switch on it, and that just stops the door from locking in and unlocking for when you want to use the whole door by itself. What you've got to do is put it on the back of this fin here and mark it off. Now it sits on the back. I'll just have to close the door and I'll just show you what happens. So this will fit into here, and you keep it there, and it shows you exactly on our form there that how it goes. But it just sits on there, and then you put it in behind that fin that I was just showing you. Now when you want to drill this, you've got to put that up there like this and use it as a template. Just line it up with your line marked on inside. Just drill through with your drill, which is the sizes on our instruction sheet. Then you put the keeper onto that, and the keeper just sits on there like that. The plate sits on the outside, and these little bolts go into that plug. This one's a little bit hard because of bars in the road, but all you do is you screw that in there. Okay, I've just screwed that on now. It's a little bit harder because of this handle that's on here. You can probably take it off if it's in your road. Okay, you've got a hole here at the top here. You've got a little nib that goes in there. So when you actually shut your door, this piece here will hit the nib, this little one here, and your striker will come out. That's locked in now, and it's working good. So just finish tightening your screws up. There's a hole in here, just drill the hole out. You put your pot rivet in it, hold it all in place. Okay, so you can keep the doors together sometimes when you want it. We've got a magnet, it sits on there. All I do is I put the screw in there and shut it up. Mark the hole and you just screw it in. On these Winnebagos, don't drill the hole, just use a screw to pull in. Some of the other ones have got metal behind them, you might have to drill them. So that just locks in there now. Again, in the kit you'll have a couple of these. All they do is go at the bottom. Again, just self drill them in, and one at the top. You can see you can grab if it can work properly there. Also in the kit you'll find some smaller canoe clips. We don't need them for these. It's for the newer ones that got the handle on them. You take the handle off and you put these in the holes. So that just finishes the job off. There's a couple of rivets in the kit too for the Winnebagos. That's for your automatic step. When you put the automatic step on, it goes on the side in here, and that will keep it out of the road. So when you shut the door, it won't catch. The back of the door you'll find one of these. You should take them off when you first start. I've fitted about 100 of these, so sometimes I don't do it. Now what it does, it stops the door from going over so far. When you finish the job, you put it back on. You might have to chamfer a little bit off it with a bit of circuitous or something like that, or hacksaw if it's a bit tight. You'll know they're too tight when you get a crease on it from this part here. And all you do is you put it back in there and screw it back in. The reason they're there is for security. It stops the door from going backwards and forwards. As you'll see on the door, there's nothing stopping from undoing these screws. So if they undo them, they still can't get the door off because this piece here locks in behind here, and they stop them from being able to move it out of the locking system. So that's the door fitted. It's pretty simple. I just want to show you one more thing on the keeper. There's a little snib on the back. You can't see it from where I am, but it just blocks the hole up there. You never try to shut the door when the lock is like that. Always hit the handle, make sure it comes back in, because if you do it like that, it's going to hit the keeper, and you're going to smash this keeper. So just make sure that lock there is in when you try to shut it. And around the back here, you'll see the sliding panel. That just locks in like that. It's not a plastic thing like the last one, so it's a lot stronger. And I just got another keeper here. I'll show you how it works. There's a little snip on the back. What it does is it blocks the hole off. So when you want to keep the two doors together, you have it like that, pull it down, that unblocks it, and your security door will lock in. I'll just give you an example of the door doing it. Now I've got it blocked off. So your door stays on. Now I unblock the hole. It's locked in. So if you wanted to, if it's raining or something like that and you wanted both doors together, you just block the hole off, and that's the way it's going to work. And that's pretty straightforward. If you've got a triple locks are the same principle. Use the same thing as a template, and all you do is you put your keepers down the bottom and top, and it all comes in the kit.